Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Tell me everything about your day. How was your Valentine's? Still alone, I see. Well, it's okay. You can tell me anything, because this right here, it's a genuine relationship. I lied. It's a parasocial relationship. And those bastards are way too common in this bitch we call social media. And in today's video of No Script Sunday, the show that comes out every Sunday, unless it doesn't, we're going to do something very important. Let's talk about... TikTok. Oh, what's there to say about TikTok? A land of fun. It's fun. It's fun. I like it. Now, many people blame TikTok for the rise of ADHD in the youth, but not me. I had all my fucking mental issues way before TikTok, alright? I got these all by myself. Ain't no Chinese company is gonna tell me what I am or not. My second grade school teacher will. So don't worry about that. In my opinion, the political ideology most resembling TikTok is anti-centrism. Anti-centrism is an ideology created by YouTuber JR Egg, Junior Egg, Jirg. And as the name suggests, it's an extremist ideology basically trying to unite every part of the political compass that is, well, not the center. Nazis, fascists, Elon Musk, those are all the same thing. Communists, that's a different thing. Yeah, all of them are all solid. Yes, in TikTok, the only sin you can commit is to be normal. To be ordinary, to be boring. No one wants to hear that. Tell me something cool or cringe or absolutely batshit crazy. You'll get your audience there. Or you want to become a Nazi, or you want to become a commie, or you just want to do silly challenges. Well, don't worry. As long as it's extreme, the algorithm will favor you. YouTube Shorts. YouTube Short is the more boring and basic bitch version of TikTok. Centrism. It's just, yeah, it's what it is. You got 1 minute to say your piece and that's it. That's all she wrote, alright? You don't talk about anything too important. Don't mention Mario's brother. He's an only child. There are rules, there are regulations. The only thing that matters is the status quo. And that's what centrism is, baby. So don't go out of line. If you go out of line... Red Note, the Chinese brother of the Chinese but adopted American version of it. Yeah, it's like TikTok. It's TikTok. And that makes our job easier. It's Dengism. Dengism is a political and economical theory created by Deng Xiaoping. It basically believes in Marxist-Leninist ideologies and the morality they present, but it says in the real world that cannot be. Materialistic conditions are way too goofy for that shit. It wants to match the ideologies of Marxist-Leninism with the reality that is capitalism and therefore becoming capitalist-ish, but kinda ruled by the Communist Party. Many people misunderstand how the Chinese political system works. Many think that's what communism is. It isn't. China, by definition and by their own admission, is Dengist. They're ran by CCP or the Chinese Communist Party, but they're still, technically speaking, a capitalist society. Property exists, alienating worker from the means of production exists, fucking basketball exists, and now we got Red Note, or wait a minute.
小红书
A for-profit application with ads and many more means of liquidity that is very nationalistic and is very much state-owned, and that state being CCP. Now you might think me saying Red Note is Dengism is kind of racist because, well, that's the only real Chinese app on this shit, and I just gave it a Chinese ideology. Well, to be honest, Dengism is very nationalist, you know? They kind of want to keep to themselves, and they really don't want foreigners to get in there. I mean, they like money, but they're still kind of against it. If that's not China, I don't know what is. X.com. We talked about China the enemy, so let's talk about the United States of America, the land of the free and the brave and the cheeseburger. And let's talk about our president, Elon Musk. Elon Musk bought Twitter by a horrible deal, made it even less valuable than what it supposedly was, and now it's a cesspool of bullshittery. Great gambit, sir. While we're here, can we just agree that how much of a bullshit name X.com is? Everyone made fun of it, as they should, but I just cannot imagine a fucking, 50-year-old man thought, hell yeah, we're gonna call that X.com. Sound like a goddamn gooner 14-year-old. Oh my god, he is a gooner 14-year-old. X.com is Nazis. I don't think I need to elaborate further. It's just that's what it is. It's Nazis, brother. Woo! Now you might be saying, Ash, how dare you? X is the town hall of free ideas. Yeah, a Nazi town hall. What, you thought Nazis didn't have town halls? They had town halls, they had buildings, they had roads. They had rappers. I guess, apparently, I didn't know this part, but this guy's very enthusiastic about it. Threads. Mark Zuckerberg thought to himself that, hey man, everyone doesn't really like this Elon guy, so maybe what if I can just capitalize on that shit and create just basically Instagram, but without the pictures. That's technically Twitter, and Threads' political ideology is MAGA. They're not exactly like Nazis, but they're trying their hardest to be like them. Yeah, that's what it is. Also, with the recent things Mark's been saying, it all checks out. Instagram. Neoliberalism. Not in the actual real definition that, pro-deregulations and pro-capitalism. I mean, it is. Instagram is that, but, so is every other fucking company. But we're talking about more of a cultural meaning of neoliberalism. Basically using identity politics and people's struggles as just a form to capitalize on it. Look, our profile picture's gay now. That's basically, forgives all the child labor we're doing. Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. I hate neoliberalism, and I think everyone that has these identities also hate that shit. We kind of all feel like we're being held at hostage, and we can't really talk against it because actual fucking fascists are also talking against it. So it's like, well, I'm not on your team, but I'm playing the same ball as you, so this is kind of awkward. But why is Instagram the cultural definition of neoliberalism? Well, it's all fucking fake. Every goddamn thing about it is just god-awful fake. The entire platform screams fake bullshit virtues trying to just capitalize on whatever the fuck seems valuable. Oh, Trump won? Fascism's on the rise? We're fascists, guys. We're fucking fascists. People are virtue signaling left and right. Every goddamn fucking celebrity is being handled by like a team of actual professionals in the back trying to make as much as money for them as possible, but they act like they're the ones controlling their fucking Instagram. No, the fuck you're not. Sit the fuck down, Rock. Don't even get me started on the Black Lives Matter profile picture. An actual very important movement about police brutality, and all you fucking did was what? Turn your goddamn profile picture black? Congratulations. You did it. I'm not even going to talk about the concept of profile pictures being you, the pale-faced motherfucker who just turned it black. I ain't gonna say nothing, but the only thing I'm gonna say is Justin Trudeau wants to send you a friend request. That profile part picture was a joke. I think it's nice to bring awareness to it. I just thought it was a funny bit. Facebook! I don't know if this is a real political ideology, but I'm just gonna say it, and then I say it, and this is an actual YouTube video, then it will become one, because that's how sources work. It's Hooverism, as in Herbert Hoover, the 31st president of the glorious land of the United States. Now, if your history lesson is not as good, I'm gonna just remind you, Herbert Hoover was a president of the United States between the year 1939 and 1944 and was the main cause for the Great Depression. And just like Facebook, the entire thing is old, not making any money, and fucking depressed. BlueSky, the only social media in this list that I actually have, and you should follow it there, or you shouldn't actually. I don't really do much there, right? I don't know what to do there. I don't know what this goddamn kids do. For some reason, everyone on my feed is a goddamn fairy. I'm not a fairy. Am I a fairy? Anywho, the political ideology that I think BlueSky represents the most is egoism. Egoism is a political ideology that I've talked a lot about on this channel. There are multiple videos. By multiple, I mean 2 videos that it has been mentioned in, and you should go watch them. They're not bad. But anyway, egoism is an anti-philosophical, anti-political, extreme political ideology created by Max Schreiner, which isn't a real person, but we won't talk about that. The entire point of which is you. The only thing that matters in the life is what you do. Everything is oriented around you. Every good, bad, or whatever you want to do is technically on you. Do not let society and random central government spook you into doing stuff that you don't want to do. Just live your life as you're supposed to. And because BlueSky in its core is a decentralized platform, which I think is cool as fuck, I think it matches egoism perfectly. It doesn't have a central agency. Each profile is its own little island and its own little accords. It doesn't allow Nazis in, but you know what? We take those. That's a good thing. So since BlueSky is a decentralized platform that is not run by a central spook maker, if that is not what an egoism community should be, I don't know what is. Pintrest. Democrats. They are aesthetically pleasing, but ultimately fucking useless. LinkedIn. Oh, this piece of shit. Okay. Now, in the first glance, it might be super obvious what LinkedIn is. It's a anarcho-capitalist or hyper-libertarian political ideology. But no. The political ideology for LinkedIn, in my opinion, is kleptocracy, which is a society ran by extremely corrupt leaders and, corrupt people. Why would that be LinkedIn? Have you ever used that god-awful platform? Everyone's fucking lying! If I have to see another god-awful person write, "Oh, it's with great pleasure that I announce that after years of training at the mounts of Shaolin and great sacrifices, I can finally save an Excel file." You fucking bastard! Everyone thinks everyone's an idiot, but because everyone's there, they are technically an idiot, including me. And don't get me started that the platform that's basically on the front line of the idea of capitalism and jobs and the free market wants you to pay it so you have more chance of getting jobs. I thought this shit was merit-based. Why the fuck do I have to pay you, Mr. Link? The entire thing is bribery under the shit. Everyone's just lying to themselves and feel good about it. Kleptocracy, baby. Let's go. Tumblr. Accelerationism. Which is technically not a core political ideology, but a tool that a lot of political ideologies use. You can have accelerationist monarchists or accelerationist communists. Basically, the idea is that the society right now, the only way for it to reach a certain utopia that I have in my mind, it needs to be god-awful destroyed or accelerated to a point that whatever force is holding it back can't hold it back enough, and the sum idea of progress we make is overall positive to that utopia. An example for accelerationist ideologies is Posadism, which believes that nuclear holocaust is a great thing because from the ashes we'll be communists. But yet Tumblr is also accelerationist because if you know the type of porn that originated from Tumblr, yeah, they're accelerating the human experience as a whole. I love it. It's great. Reddit! Well, that one's obvious. I'm not really going to waste your time about it. It's obviously anarcho-posado, monarcho-demarco, primitive jomamaism. You don't know what that is? Ew. Well, why don't you educate yourself, you absolute buffoon? The lack of intellectual property in this discourse is often appalling. Don't talk to me. But yeah, that's what Reddit is. You get the joke? You get the joke. You get the Telegram. Originally, I didn't want to include Telegram as a social media because I'm not including text messaging applications like WhatsApp or WeChat and stuff. But technically, Telegram and the users in Telegram have stuff like channels. And there is a community to be had there. Mostly drug dealers, but there is still a community. For the ones who don't know, Telegram was originally a Russian application, but the founder tried to oppose Putin and flee to Dubai. So, you know, totalitarianism, dictator wasn't his style, but slavery was. So, priorities, I guess. Telegram is famous for being very pro-free speech, very anti-authoritarian and anti-central government agency, and they're also very famous for being capitalist, right? They went to goddamn Dubai. In my opinion, Telegram is anarcho-capitalist. Tell me a better story than a capitalist opposing the rule of unjust hierarchies and dictatorships, but then running away to a place that also has extreme hierarchies, but in a better clothing called merit and capitalism. That's Telegram for you, baby. Let's go. Anarcho-capitalism it is. Discord. Asocialism. In one of my recent videos, I explained every single extreme political ideologies. Shameless plug. Go watch it. It took a long time to make. And one of the ideologies presented there was asocialism, which is an insane anti-social behavioral ideology. Economically and governance-wise, it works the same way as the status quo and centrism, but it has a great focus on the idea of antisocial life. You should not go out, you should not have any friends other than the ones online, and just spend your day inside. Google Plus. I don't know. Hopeism? Because it's dead.